Controversy has broken out in Jammu and Kashmir after authorities enforced a partial lockdown across Srinagar, placing several political leaders under house arrest. Omar Abdullah on Monday had been seen jumping over the boundary wall of the Mazar-e-Shuhada to recite prayers after he was allegedly stopped by the security forces. Omar Abdullah said that he did not inform anyone before coming to the Mazar-e-Shuhada as he was house arrested on Martyrs' Day. These are in fact the visuals of Omar Abdullah jumping across the mosque gates and moving into the area where Omar Abdullah said that he did not inform anyone before coming to the Mazar-e-Shuhada as he was house arrested on a Martyrs' Day, and therefore he in fact is seen now jumping over the mosque walls and coming to the area to pray for Martyrs' Day. On Sunday, several leaders were prevented from assembling at the Martyrs' graveyard to mark the anniversary of the 1931 killings commemorated as the Martyrs' Day in the valley. Omar called the restrictions a shame while drawing similarity of 13th July massacre with Jallianwala Bagh incident. Among the key political figures detained includes Omar's father and NC President Farooq Abdullah, former ex-CM Mehbooba Mufti and People's Conference Chief MLA Sajjad Lone. These visuals in fact show Omar jumping across the walls of the mosque to come and pray at the mosque where the martyrs have been buried. This particular incident for which the Martyrs' Day is observed in Kashmir is with regard to the martyrs' graveyard, where many of the leaders do come in to pray for the killings of 1931, which commemorates the Martyrs' Day in that valley. Omar called the restrictions a shame while drawing similarity of 13th July massacre with Jallianwala Bagh incident. Now, among the key political figures who were detained included Omar's father and NC President Farooq Abdullah, former ex-CM Mehbooba Mufti and People's Conference Chief and MLA Sajjad Lone. The bites have in fact not yet, we have not seen the kind of protest march that would have in fact happened. What we understand is that the efforts were made by the people to come for the Martyrs' Day, but what some of the political leaders say is that they were prevented from it and they were under house arrest. In fact, we have Mehraj on the phone line. Mehraj, what exactly happened on Martyrs' Day, and why would we have the Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, in fact, climbing up the mosque area, especially the graveyard area, to commemorate the killings of 1931? Could you just explain to our viewers?
Well, the incident belongs to yesterday when security forces totally barred all political parties to visit the graveyard of 1931 martyrs, which is commonly called as Martyrs' Day in Kashmir division. But if we talk about Jammu politicians take it as Black Day. We can say that security forces have clearly issued, especially if I say Srinagar police have clearly mentioned that they don't have given any political party or person to visit the graveyard, so that early morning yesterday, we have seen that political party members were house arrested, and some were even detained, and no one was given permission to visit the graveyard. But today, when Chief Minister Omar Abdullah suddenly went there and we can say that he jumped out of the wall of that graveyard and paid the 1931 martyrs, which we can say that according to Omar Abdullah, that he hadn't informed even his security, and Jammu Kashmir police even today tried to bar him from visiting the graveyard. But so we can say Omar Abdullah totally annoyed with this whole procedure and said that the dates don't matter to him. He have paid tribute to the martyrs who in fact mean a lot to the Kashmiri people and even for national conference as well. Yeah, back to you.
Let's in fact listen to Omar Abdullah's reaction, and then we will come back to Mehraj.
उनके वाज़ह हिदायत के मुताबिक हमें कल यहाँ आके फातिहा पढ़ने की इजाज़त नहीं दी गई। सबको सुबह सवेरे ही अपने घरों में बंद रखा गया। यहाँ तक कि जब आहिस्ता आहिस्ता गेटें खुलना शुरू हुई और मैंने कंट्रोल रूम को बताया कि मैं यहाँ आना चाहता हूँ फातिहा पढ़ने के लिए, मिनटों के अंदर अंदर मेरे गेट के बाहर बंकर लगा और रात के 12-1 बजे तक उसको हटाया नहीं गया।
Well, Mehraj, how sensitive is this particular issue when it comes to the politics in the valley and in Jammu? Because, as you said, there could be two different views on this. Well, we'll get my colleague Mehraj back, and as we can see, the Chief Minister of J&K Union Territory, in fact, climbing onto the walls and moving towards the Martyrs' grave, the killings of 1931 being marked there. Well, most of the leaders were in fact put in house arrest, is what they claimed for Martyrs' Day. And Omar Abdullah said that he did not inform anyone before coming to the Mazar-e-Shuhada, as he was house arrested on Martyrs' Day, and that he wanted to in fact go ahead and carry on with the prayers after he was allegedly stopped by the security forces. Omar Abdullah said that he did not inform anyone when he decided to in fact come to the graveyard where it was commemorated. Controversy has broken out over this in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and this enforced a partial lockdown across Srinagar, placing several political leaders under house arrest on Martyrs' Day. These visuals show the Chief Minister, Omar, in fact, going ahead and carrying out with the prayers on that particular day. Meanwhile, among the key political figures who were detained included Omar's father, NC President Farooq Abdullah, former ex-CM Mehbooba Mufti, and People's Conference Chief and MLA Sajad Lone. On the phone line, we are joined in by Kavinder Gupta, former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. Kavinder Gupta, how do you in fact see Martyrs' Day commemoration? And well, you have the NC chief jumping over the graveyard and moving towards to recite prayers at the graveyard as such. But how does the BJP see this particular act of the Chief Minister? Kavinder Gupta, you can hear me? In fact, Kavinder Gupta, are you on the phone line? Can you hear me? Mehraj is again on the phone line. Mehraj, how is the BJP in fact reacting to this stunt that has been carried out?
Well, Virgis, if we say yesterday, there were a lot of political chaos in Jammu and Kashmir regarding that 1931 Martyrs' Day. The UT is totally divided. If we talk about the politicians of Jammu and Kashmir, Kashmir-based politicians take it as 1931 as 13 July as Martyrs' Day, while if we talk about Jammu division, the political parties and the prominent politicians from Jammu took it as Black Day. We can say that is a huge difference between the two divisions and the celebration of the same day for we can say on political basis. If we talk about Jammu division, they took it as Black Day, as it was uprising against the Dogra rule that time. And if we say about it in Kashmir division, politicians in Kashmir take it as Martyrs' Day. They say it was an uprising against the Dogra atrocities. So the UT is divided on these lines, believing on the political ideologies. But we can say that yesterday what have been seen, that was unprecedented chaos, as every political party claimed that they have been kept as house arrest, and including ex-CM Mehbooba Mufti, and even Mehbooba Mufti countered Jammu Kashmir CM Omar Abdullah on this, saying earlier that if he had supported our resolution
Right.
in assembly.
In fact, now we are joined in.